Good evening, everybody. This is your girl, Liquor Girl. I am your host.
You already know who it is. This is me, Angry Lakers fan. We're welcoming once again Mr. John Watson, representing Sports for You podcast. What's up, man?
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
So it was a little mishap on my end. I didn't know this was going to be an interview. I thought it was going to be like a regular conversation. But um,
Whatever
yeah,
was.
to be honest, man, me personally, I only been following wrestling and trying to keep up with the latest Laker news. That's all I've really been following.
Whatever you want to ask, you know I got you, my brother.
For sure, for sure. But I have been keeping up with the Dodgers as far as the score and all that. But I just haven't been keeping up with the games.
Well, I'll say that they've been heating. They swept they've swept the Mariners this past week, but we got a little bit of kind of some bittersweet news today. They DFA Jason Hayward because obviously Chris Taylor's coming back from the IL. They were in a tough spot. They had 4 spots and only 3 players they could select. Obviously, Jason Hayward, Chris Taylor, Kike, and they just got this guy Kevin Kleinman. I think they got him from the Cubs. He's a great defensive outfielder, but he's not really the type of offensive player like a Jason Hayward is.
Hmm.
But they had to make a decision, and I think it was pretty much it was a rough decision. I thought they should have got rid of Chris Taylor, but I understand why they didn't because obviously Taylor is owed about I think another 13 million next year. So that obviously it'll be easier to get rid of him next year as opposed to letting that money sit for the rest of this season and all the postseason. So I understood, but I think that they made the wrong decision. They kept the wrong player, but I think we'll get over it. We'll get over it eventually.
Okay. Well, it's good to hear from a Dodgers fan. I mean, it just sucks that I can't really keep up with watching them, but I do have it to where I'm following them, so I always get the update when the game is on and the score and all of that. But I'm hardly ever able to watch the Dodgers play, and it sucks because I love watching the Dodgers play. I mean, more so in person versus TV.
Right.
But yeah, man, it just sucks that I've been able to watch it. I ain't been watching the Sparks either. But like,
You're not missing. You're not
I don't
missing
know, man.
anything. You're not missing anything with sports. I won't even wait. Don't even wait. That ain't no disrespect. I love the WNBA, but you're not missing nothing. Not seeing the Sparks, especially what's obviously they're in the news for the wrong. Not because of their own doing, but they're in the news for something else that's involving a player from a player's past. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with this story with De'Erica Hamby, who now is on the Sparks. Um, She's suing the WNBA and the Aces for how for the reason why she was ended up traded to the Sparks. She was pregnant when she was with the Aces. She got pregnant, and I guess she told Becky Hammon and the team she'd be back in time to still have a roster spot. But they kind of got rid of her anyway, so just putting her on maternity leave or something. And Becky Hammon's kind of denying it, but there's text messages there and there. If you go look them up, they're not they're not they're not the most pleasant. Becky Hammon was suspended the first 2 games this season, if I'm not mistaken. It was this season or last season because of this investigation. Now it's gone. Now it's going to the courts.
Mm, I never thought I'd see the day where the WNBA is getting sued due to a pregnancy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
it's insane.
well, if she was, in the right, if she is a victim in this, I hope she gets what she deserves. I hope she gets her justice. Um, so that's wrong. That's wrong. But I'm sure the Aces probably make it seem like, oh, we just traded her because for another reason. I'm sure they ain't gonna want to admit to the whole pregnancy thing.
Right.
But
They're not. They're not.
yeah, Laker girl, you quiet over there. What's going on?
If you guys are new, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys have any sports questions that you guys would like to ask Brother Jonathan, please put them in the comments.
What is your
Absolutely.
sports question though? What is your sports question, like a girl? Like,
My
what is your question you want to ask y'all?
my sports question that I want to ask you is, what is your prediction for Lakers record this season?
Wait, wait,
Whew.
wait, 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 wait.
They were
Hold up. Don't
40.
answer that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that yet. Cause she jumping the gun. I don't know. See, she wasn't listening. She wasn't listening. She jumping the gun. Remember, I told you we was gonna go over the
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Scratch that question. Scratch that question. Scratch that question.
we were supposed to go over the schedule, and I was gonna name every matchup,
Okay.
and y'all were gonna say if it was a W or L. See, she look at her. She jumping the gun. She ready to
Okay.
get off the live stream already.
We can definitely do that. That's all
She's
Okay,
good.
like, yeah, I got.
I had
She's
to
like,
ask
yeah, I got some chicken in the crock pot. I gotta go.
my sports question. Okay, my sports question for you. Who is your favorite Dodger that's on the team right now?
Oh, Mookie Betts easily. Mookie Betts easily. That's my favorite player. Not even close. I hated him when he was with Boston, but I thought he was a talented player. But then when it was word that the Dodgers could get him, I was like, "Yo, make it happen." Oh, easily Marcus Lindbeck's my
Yeah,
favorite player. Oh, well, currently,
yeah,
he might be all time. Is him? Obviously, Matt Kemp. Um, obviously, I mean, we go historic. I mean, obviously, I never saw Jackie Robinson play, but you always think historical. But as far as that I've seen, Mookie Betts, Matt Kemp, um, Puig, obviously, Andre Ethier, Kershaw, Darryl Strawberry, briefly, but Mookie Betts and Matt Kemp would be 1 and 2.
I would have to say Mookie Betts is my favorite Dodger too.
That's not a bad choice.
Well, I probably gotta go all time. My favorite Dodger. Um, when I was watching the Dodgers, the superstar for us back then was Mike Piazza. So I kind of grew up on Mike Piazza, and for a while when he was a Dodger, it was crazy. I was a huge fan of damn, what's his name? I just had to. Oh, Gary Sheffield. I used to like Gary Sheffield too.
Oh,
When he was
yeah,
a Dodger.
it was yeah. He came over in the trade for Piazza.
Hmm. I remember going to see a game back when I was a kid when we faced the Angels. Finally got to see Gary Sheffield play in person for the first time. I
Mhm.
was happy. I was like what 14 or 15 at that time. I think I was like 14 or 15. I was like super excited. I was like a kid in the candy store, literally. Because I was a huge fan. For some reason, I don't know if it was his batting stance or I don't know what it was, but I was just a huge fan of Gary Sheffield. But
I think he should be. I think he should be a Hall of Famer. I think he should be a Hall of Famer.
mhm. What's up, Empire Jeff? Salute, my boy EQ. He said Piazza, Nomo, and Clay and Kershaw. Yeah, I used to like it. He had a Hideo Nomo. The way he pitched the ball was very, very unique. I remember the way he used to pitch in my head. Like even playing the baseball video games back then, he was like the only one in the video game that pitched that way. He used to like put his arms all the way up and something like he was about to do a backflip or something, but he never.
It was No More Mania was a time. That was a time. Obviously, as a kid, I was around when we were kids. Just when this dude came over from Japan, and man, he had the city on fire. Pitched a no hitter as a rookie. It's just like, man, he was good. I mean, unfortunately, he didn't have a career we thought he was have because of injuries and everything. But man, No Mania was a time when I was with. Because remember at that time, that was that time the Dodgers had this streak of having rookies of the year. Then 1 year was Eric Karros. Then it was I think it was Piazza, then Mondesi, or vice versa. But Karros was first, then it was Piazza and Mondesi, then it was Nomo, and then it was Todd Hollandsworth. Dodgers had this streak where they had like 5 straight NL Rookies of the Year, and then we had it, and then I was going to have it again because obviously Bellinger and Corey Seager came around, and just shows you how the Dodgers still been able to find great international players, and their farm system is still impeccable after all these years. But Nomo Mania was so much fun. I remember.
It just amazes me, bro, how your memory is when it comes to sports. I ain't heard none of these names since I was a kid. I I forgot about Raul Mondesi and Hollingsworth, and I used to have a school folder with all them on it. Mondesi, what was his name? He started Sean Green. I used to have a folder with him on it.
Sean Green.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Green. Obviously, you think about Gagne. Obviously, Broxton. I think I went like when we were like our age. Obviously, the guys I just named, and you think about I want to obviously we got Chef, and Sean Green came over in that time, and then obviously we had Daryl for a minute, we had Eric Davis for a minute, Brett Butler. I mean, obviously the one that always will bother me will be the fact that we traded Pedro for the Lionel DeShields.
Yeah, man, your memory's out this world, bro. Especially to be covering more than one sport, like that. That's crazy.
As a kid. I guess I was just blessed to have a photographic memory as a kid, and it just stuck with me. It just stuck with me. So I could see the image in my brain, like when I'm talking about, everybody, that Pedro trade still hurts. Delino, and that was nothing against, and angry. It was nothing against Delino DeShields. Delino DeShields at the time. I mean, I didn't really pay attention to baseball outside of Dodgers, but everyone will tell you when I look at it now, as an adult, Delino DeShields was a good shortstop. I mean, shout out to his daughter, killing it in the WNBA, Diamond DeShields. But Pedro, man, it was Pedro, man. That's right. We had because we had both of them. We had him and Ramon here, but Pedro was still young, and we needed a shortstop, and everybody loves the proven over unproven. So we got rid of Pedro, shipped him to the Expos, brought back Delino DeShields, and then Delino DeShields had an okay career. Pedro ended up becoming a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, you. It's like you teaching me all over again, bro. Because I forgot all about these people, man. Like, because as much as I am a Dodgers fan, a lot of my attention goes to the Lakers, like more than any of my sports teams.
I try not to remember. That was a painful memory as a kid. I try to keep that memory blocked out of my. I try to keep that memory blocked out because it was still painful. It's painful because I just imagine what Pedro would have been like if he was a Dodger lifer. You know what I'm saying? He ended up going to the Red Sox and having a Hall of Fame career, and he had a Hall of Fame career. He started with the Expos, but I just always wonder what would life have been like had we not traded Pedro.
Yeah, it would have been dope, man. It would have been dope.
Well, I'm sorry going down that rabbit hole thinking about it and gets me upset. Go ahead, keep going. Y'all good?
Let me.
All right.
I'm going to post a link in the chat. Whoever would like to come on, this is an open panel show.
I'm gonna switch sports then. For a little bit. I mean, I know Empire know all about his Dodgers, so
yes,
y'all actually be good talking Dodgers together. I ain't gonna lie, you and Empire Jeff.
I just followed him on Twitter, so shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Empire Jeff.
Empire Jeff was at the Dodgers. Empire Jeff was at the Dodgers game last night.
Yeah,
shout out to him.
Sadly, I think the Dodgers got the Mariners manager fired.
Who got the manager fired?
The Dodgers got the Mariners manager fired. I think he was probably already on the hot seat, But it didn't help that he came here and got swept by the Dodgers. So sorry.
Empire Jeff brother, if you want to pull up, the link is in the chat. Eric, if you want to pull up, the link is in the chat.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking Lakers in a bit, so if y'all want to pull up. I got some wrestling stuff I want to talk to you about, John.
Definitely.
Now I've been watching Raw more than SmackDown as of late.
Okay.
Because for me, SmackDown has got too repetitive for me to keep up with it. It seems like Raw is more fresh every week. What are your thoughts on the new Judgment Day? Like, do you think they'll last, or this is like something to pass the time?
It'll pass. It's gonna be something that passed over from the time. Obviously, you think about the Judgment Day, how it started. Edge wanted the. I don't know if you got a chance to watch Damian Priest's 24. It's on Peacock now. I would tell you to go watch it. If anybody, any wrestling fans in the chat, go watch it. And obviously, its focus is on Damian Priest, the whole documentary. But the part where he got into the Judgment Day, Edge wanted to make. He saw that there was a lot of the young talent who had got that, the initial push, who got put, pretty much in purgatory because there was like, okay, what are we gonna do with this guy, with that girl? And Damian Priest was first, then it was Rhea Ripley, and then it was Finn Balor. But in order for Finn Balor to get in, they, Edge had to get bumped out the group. Then you bring in Dominic Mysterio. Now you bring in McDonough. You brought in Leo. As far as to where, and now to the state of the current Judgment Day, I just knew I don't know if you was, I don't remember, you probably was watching when we did our SummerSlam watching along. I picked obviously Liv Morgan to win, and I felt like it was bound to happen. And then when I saw Finn Balor ringside during pre-Luther, I knew what was going at how this was going, and how the state of the current Judgment Day is just it's going to pass through. Because this is real, obviously, and this gives each of them, and then eventually when they disassemble, each of them are going to go on their runs. Like obviously, Priest and Rhea on his face run that's got them super over. Dom's going to eventually. Liv Morgan is doing her thing, and she's getting over by the day. Dom is one of the biggest heels, so he's going to be automatically over. And this is finally going to probably give Finn Balor that push he really has been needing since, he had to forfeit the Universal title after the first night. But this current state of Judgment Day is like, okay, we know where this is going. I think eventually leads to us seeing Priest and Finn Balor at Bad Blood, seeing Rhea and Liv running back at Bad Blood. And I think everything is going to now, and then eventually I think we might get Priest versus Dom. But I think the Terror Twins are going to take out the Judgment Day one by one. But yeah, this is just time. This is passing over the time, but it's good storytelling. What I love about Triple H is he believes in long-term storytelling, and long-term storytelling is key in wrestling. It's not just all about what you can do in the ring, but can you tell a story? And currently, Triple H has showed that him and Shawn Michaels have showed that a good program ain't good without a good story. A good match ain't good without a good storyline. And if you look at how all the matches are leading into Bad Blood or leading into the Bash of Berlin, or if you look at NXT matches, there's a story there. And that's the key why I think the Judgment Day 2 is working, because there's been good storytelling.
And in my opinion, that's exactly why I watch Raw more, because I like the storytelling more on Raw. It just seemed like SmackDown was like too repetitive, like the whole bloodline putting people through tables, and it's just getting old for me. I'm glad. I'm glad Roman is back, but I don't know. I just want to see where this is going to go. Who's going to show up first? Who's going to assemble with Roman first? A lot of people think it's Jimmy. I have my own hot take about that though, but I don't know. We'll see how Triple H do it. I'm gonna say it like this, man, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that thought like this.
Mhm.
For a minute, I didn't think it was gonna be Bloodline versus Bloodline 2.0. I thought it probably would have
What was
been
your take?
everybody that Paul Heyman managed form into a group and take on the Bloodline. Like Brock Lesnar come back to team with Roman Reigns, and then you got CM Punk whenever he's done, and then you got who else? You can ask somebody else, but that's what I thought it was going to
Well,
be. You know,
well, the only
like
three
that's
Paul
what I thought
Heyman
it was
guys.
going to be.
Well, only three Paul Heyman guys left currently on it. I mean, we don't know what's going on with Brock. I think eventually, once the smoke died down from all this stuff with Vince, he'll eventually be back. Um, Obviously, Roman and the other only Paul Heyman guy left is CM Punk. So,
Hmm.
but I think it was. I mean, when I watched, look, we all were just wondering, like, okay, it's bound to happen. He's got to be here. He's got to be here. And he come when they hear that music drop, and we just lose it. And he walks out, and he hits that Superman punch on Solo, hits him with that spear, but he gives Cody that look like, we got some unfinished, like, dude, we got some unfinished business. Um, but way I look at it is, look, everything always on SmackDown. As long as Roman Reigns is on that, as long as Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns, is always going to revolve around the bloodline. The bloodline, the bloodline, the bloodline. The bloodline is always going to be the biggest story, no matter where you at. And I feel personally, this is the Roman Reigns I've been wanting to see, that we wanted to see 10 years ago. Obviously, when Vince tried to push him as a face, it didn't work. And obviously, he was making him out to be someone he wasn't. And obviously, wrestling fans can tell when you're being real, when you're not. And clearly, this wasn't
Hmm.
the Roman Reigns everyone thought, that they were expecting fresh off the Shield. And it just didn't seem right. And then when he came back as a heel, and arguably you got John Cena on Club Shay saying that he's arguably the greatest of all time, saying he's the greatest of all time. And he has this ultimate heel run for the last 4 years. It's just, I can't even describe it. And now he comes back as a face, and he's got the whole WWE universe pretty much eating out of his hand right now because he hasn't said a word since he's been back. And clearly, the moment he steps to the mic and cuts that first promo as a face, this is going to be incredible. But but obviously, yeah, everything will always be the bloodline, will always be the focus, especially now because obviously SmackDown's going to USA, Raw's going to Netflix at the start of the year. Everything will always be revolved around the bloodline. The bloodline, and people just gotta accept it. There's layers to the story that they're just getting told. I heard Paul Heyman out on Fanatics Fest. This story is going to go at least a good year. And you think about when Rock gets back into the picture, what's that going to be? But they're just getting started. They're just getting started.
And I'm glad you mentioned that interview with Shay Shay. I'm actually supposed to react to that on my wrestling channel. Probably have time to do it tonight before I go to bed because I only clipped out the part where he's talking about the Rock and Roman Reigns. It's about 8 minutes long, so I plan
Mhm.
on reacting to that because I ain't even watched it yet or listened to it yet. So I'm gonna react to it,
Yeah.
put it on my wrestling channel, and see what he said. But salute, go James.
Salute go James Further.
But and another thing he was saying was because a lot of people was wondering, like, okay, when are you coming back? Paul Heyman is the greatest. He knows there's no reason for him to be back right now. And but when he does get back, he knows he knows the timing is right. Like when he first came back with Roman, when Roman came back as the tribal chief, he knew it was the right time. So I think he'll be back eventually, but he's gonna make sure he's not just there riding Roman's coattails just because he's Paul freaking Heyman. He's gonna come back and actually bring something that's gonna continue to further this story, not just be be a stopgap.
Well, I'm loving the long term storytelling. I just wish it was more to SmackDown. Because it seemed like, um, and rightfully so, because Roman Reigns is one of the biggest stars. And I'm gonna just briefly say this so we can change the subject. Um, but
Mhm.
you shouldn't want your whole show just centered around one storyline, and it's just like everything else is like filler. I think the last SmackDown I watched, or the one before that, before I think it was before what's her name came out to talk to him at the new WWE Women's Champion, the show that she wasn't on, and the 2 hours that it was
Oh,
on, the 2 hours that it was on, I say about a good hour and a half of it was commercials and highlights. Like it seemed like they don't really care about anything else or pushing anybody else, but just going around this bloodline situation. But Raw, it's a lot of great things going on with Raw. Like it's a lot of great things. You got the whole Judgment Day situation. You got the Y6 and American Alpha or whatever they call
American
American
Made.
Made. Yeah. Um, you got them pushing which I love. You got them pushing Bronson Reed. Um, you got Braun Breaker on the chair. It's a lot of stuff going on over there, man. I love it. I just wish SmackDown was the same way. Um,
And but I think SmackDown will get there. But when because let's be clear, Cody hasn't had a real storyline yet, so
mhm.
he'll get there because. But you got to give this time, obviously, to decompress from everything from Mania with the SmackDown. I mean, with the Bloodline. I mean, the Bloodline. Eventually, we're gonna more story selling on SmackDown. It's just gonna take. It's just gonna take time because this is the Roman. When you hear Triple H listens to the people, and when you hear the people yelling, "We want Roman," he's listening. And I think but he also keeps in mind that he wants to have all his other talent be displayed. And I think I guarantee he's going to make sure all the other talent doesn't feel left out. He doesn't feel left out.
Gotcha. Eventually, I do want to talk more wrestling with you. Hopefully, on your channel one day, and as well as my wrestling channel, talk more wrestling because I love talking wrestling. I just have nobody really to talk with it with. Well, not a lot of people like that, but we gonna have to catch up, man, on your
You
channel
hit me.
and my channel. There you go. I can talk to you about it.
You
Hit
hit
you up
you hit me.
your
Yeah.
messages and all that.
Me, Trail,
Um,
we all pull up.
okay. Um, but
We all we all pull.
before I switch the topic, um, all I really watch is WWE. So I'm not really, hip to what's going on with Ring of Honor, TNA, uh, AEW. TNA a little bit because of that merger that the WWE got with them, but that's about it. Um, but
Well,
I really don't
trust me.
watch.
If you, well, I learned you. I'll say this, because I do watch all of them. Well, I don't watch much Ring of
Mhm.
Honor. I don't watch Ring of Honor. I know Ring of Honor is now it's pretty much AEW's version of NXT, but I don't watch it because obviously they're not on TV like that. You gotta watch. You gotta go through other channels, go through other subscriptions and stuff to get to them. But I'll say this about briefly on the other two. On the other two I watch. AEW, I think All In London is going to be big. Only thing I would say with Tony Khan is the same thing is he's the opposite of Triple H. He puts on some banger matches. but he doesn't have a lot of storytelling. I think that's why you're hearing those rumors about possibly Shane McMahon going over to AEW. You know, maybe he'd be like a consultant or work for the team, work for the company. You know, helping Tony Khan with his creative. They gonna put on. It's gonna be a banger pay-per-view. I mean, having it in London, Wembley Stadium. Obviously, the timing stinks because I'm gonna be in church and stuff, so I'm gonna miss it. But I'll go back and watch I'll catch up on the replay and stuff. I got a site I go to go watch it, but it's gonna be cool to watch. I think Tony Khan is missing out on. He's really slacking on this TV deal because this should have been done already. I don't know what's going on with Warner Brothers Discovery. It's the same thing that how they dropped the ball with the NBA. I don't know. Do they just feel like I don't know? Do they not sense do they not sense urgency in order to get enough to get a deal done? I don't know. But in regards to TNA, obviously this whole merger with AEW has just been insane, and obviously you got Joe Hendry pretty much over in another company. That's never happened before. Where a dude come and now he's competing in the main event for another company's title. The same way like we had Jordan Grace, she came over and competed for the NXT Women's title back in June in Vegas. But what they're doing is perfect. And I think AEW dropped the ball there because they weren't really, when they had their business relationship with TNA, they didn't really push their TNA wrestlers to get more shine on AEW TV. But you're seeing that with WWE. You're seeing that because you look at what's going on with Joe Hendry. You're looking at the women's division. You got people competing in the X division. Shawn Michaels and Triple H know this business. And I was saying to me and my man Trail, who I do the watch-alongs with, he said it. The guys who pretty much were anti the establishment are the guys who will help build the future.
Yeah, we all know what that meant. They was anti everything. Shout out to DX, man.
For saying those two words. Every kid in the show got saying those two words at least once in school.
Oh man, I never got in trouble because I never got caught. But
Good stuff. That's good stuff right
but
there.
I said it a lot though. I said it a lot. But yeah, let's get into this 82 game schedule, man. I want to know what everybody think. All three of y'all, man. Laker Girl, EQ, and John. I'm gonna go through all 82 games, and I want y'all to let me know if y'all think it's gonna be a W or an L. Okay. First game we got against Minnesota at home.
That's not saying less.
Say less. That's a win.
That's a win. Y'all think so, Minnesota? Okay.
First game of the season.
First game of the season.
It's not going to be easy, but I think the first game of the season, obviously Ant's going to come in there and ruin the party. But I'm think we're going to get a W that night. JJ Redick's first game as a head coach. I mean, the odds are against him probably losing, more so are probably favoring him losing. But I'm gonna be optimistic and say, yeah, we get the W.
We get the W because that they announced today that Ronnie is going to play in the debut game of the season. He is making his debut in the Lakers season opener.
I mean, he better play. He got a roster.
That wasn't no Damn, that wasn't gonna be no surprise. I still think he spent most of his time in the G League. He's not. He's going to spend most of the time in the G League, which he should, because obviously that also makes him. He's gonna get the development he needs, and it takes him out of the out of his face. I mean, every 5 seconds watch when he's on the bench, you're gonna see the camera panning to the bench, especially if Bron is out the game, and they're gonna be sitting there like, wonder what they're talking about, strategizing or stuff like that. I'm like, let the kid breathe. Let the kid breathe. Right? I heard John Ireland say today, they're not expecting him to come in there and be rookie of the year. This is a long-term project. And whoever thought he was going to be rookie of the year, and I get it, people are anti-nepotism, which I don't understand why, but but let the kid breathe. Let him spend 41 games with the Lakers, 41 with the G League, or he'll probably spend a little more with the Lakers, depending on what the situation gives. But he'll spend a bulk of his time in the G League, and everyone thinks he'll spend no time in the G League. Needs to really check their cups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna be being called up and being called down. He's gonna see some G League. I think the thing is he said he wasn't gonna sign a 2-way contract, right? Um, but I think he's gonna spend some time in the G League.
Also, yeah, the 2-way thing was financial. They just didn't want him. Okay, that kind of makes you pretty much. It's kind of like, okay, there's no stability in a 2-way, and I get it, and that's just the fact that his dad has the best. He and his dad got the best agent in the business. So Rich Paul knew what he was doing, saying, "Look, we're not playing for no 2-way," and it's not out of the norm. A lot of picks in last year's draft weren't playing. Who got picked later than Bronny weren't playing on 2-way contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly Trey Jackson-Davis of Golden State. He wasn't on a 2-way contract. He 3-year deal. So this isn't out of the realm. I think people just want to find reason to just nitpick. So I'm counting other people's money.
Yeah, it was getting on my nerves after a while. All right, y'all. Next game. At home against Phoenix.
A win.
Okay, maybe I'm
Let the
being
girl say
too much of an optimist, but okay, I'm gonna say I think JJ splits. JJ's gonna look. I want opening night, but I know probably this one will be the game. More likely they win, but I think they'll probably split. I think they split. Get the first loss out of the systems quick, JJ. Yeah, I think they split.
All right. What's up, Bella?
Salute,
Shout out to
Bella.
her from Sports for You.
Hey, Bella, New City.
So Laker girl said win. John said L. What do you say, EQ?
0-2.
You
They
said
haven't
L?
won an they haven't won an opener since 2016, so I'm gonna go 0-2. So,
Okay. So since both of y'all says two of y'all said L, I'm gonna put L.
mm-hmm.
So far we got a
Yeah.
season of 1-1.
Okay.
Next up, at home against Sacramento. The new look Sacramento.
Win.
No. Uh-oh.
They're at home against Sacramento.
Yeah.
I know everybody's gonna say, well, AD never plays well against Sabonis, but Sabonis ain't seen AD fresh off the Olympics, so I'm gonna go W.
Salute to Paco for tuning in.
All right, we got one W.
Y'all check out.
That's just brutal.
It is. What you got, Laker girl? All right, EQ thinking about it.
W.
Yep, that's a W. Two of y'all said W. I think EQ right there, he in a stranglehold right now. He like, damn, this the schedule is like too brutal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it do look like that. If you look at it as far as traveling wise go. Now, the first game of a 5-game road trip at Phoenix.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Loss. No, I'm gonna say W. I'm gonna say W on this one. I'm gonna say W.
Okay, that's one for W.
What else?
They kind of got better. They picked up some 2 or 3 good people. One of them I wanted that one point guard they picked up from Washington.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Tyus Jones?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's in Phoenix though, right?
Yeah, at Phoenix. Yep. This is the 5-game road trip right here.
I'm gonna go. I might go L on this one. I'm not gonna. That's
All right, that's two L's or a W and an L. What'd you say, John?
I'm gonna say Dub.
All right, so you the tiebreaker, Laker girl. What you got?
Dub.
Well, another W. I think Laker girl gonna say W on every game.
It
Don't
seems
try
like
me.
it.
I
It
sure
seems like
will. Don't try
You know what I
me.
mean?
Don't try me.
Ain't realistic, but it seems like it.
Mhm.
I gotta lose and shit.
Like I said on Sports Graffiti today, I got confidence in my Lakers. Shoot, y'all better stop playing.
I do too, but I know they ain't going 82-0 though.
Well,
No,
depends
they
if they
going
put out
82.
there.
I got confidence.
Depends if they put out
82
there.
and 0. If that happens, which I don't think it'll ever happen.
No.
At least not in this
If
line.
that happened, that whoever does that gonna be tired by the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh heck, absolutely. Then you gotta win 16 more games.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you put your all into winning all 82, you're gonna be
Mhm.
tired. We go from Phoenix all the way to Ohio at Cleveland.
Oh man.
Ooh, that's a win.
LeBron.
I'm going back home to
That's a-
play his former team.
I'm gonna say it's a win because it's probably gonna be the last. I'm not saying Bron gonna retire, but I think every game now he's one game away from hanging him up, and this could be his last time playing in the land. So if he doesn't retire after this season, so I'm gonna say W.
Yeah, it's always good to see LeBron James go back to Cleveland and play in the Lakers uniform, wipe the floor with him, or at least try to. I love it. I love it. I hated him when he was with Cleveland, so it's good to see him in the Lakers uniform and going back there and being dominant for us. Uh, so with two of y'all picking W, we got W. We go from Ohio to out of the country. We go to Toronto.
Oh, that's a dub.
That's a dub.
That's a dub.
Yeah, I got no faith in the Raptors. Look at y'all, man.
No. No.
You said
Not
the
He
Raptors?
got no
That's
faith in.
true.
Not the
Sure.
Nobody left.
All right,
W for sure.
from Canada, we go back to the States, to Detroit.
That's a dub.
That's a dub.
They'll probably the two
Next.
worst teams in the East. The two worst teams in the East.
Okay, this one could get tricky. We go from Detroit to round up the
Detroit,
road
though.
trip. Detroit could be tricky too, man. They could be tricky. They can sneak one in.
They're terrible. They're terrible.
It's tricky if the Lakers don't take it serious.
Yeah.
They're terrible though. I'm just saying.
Hopefully, this coaching staff have a practicing. That's what we be missing. Like practice. I got faith in this coaching staff, though. I really, really do.
I got faith in the coaching staff too. From the pictures I see, JJ Redick is in the gym with the players already.
That's a good thing. All right. To round out this road trip, we face a team that has the guy that we wanted in Laker Nation. We have a game against Memphis.
Loss.
Zach Edey, John Morant,
Oh,
Triple J.
Loss.
One
For
L.
real. I think
yeah.
They leave-
Yeah, that's a
I
L.
said 4-1 on
That's
this
a
road
L too.
trip.
That's a L too. I say L.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real. They're probably coming on that road trip. Probably.
No.
I'd guess they in that road trip. 3-2.
John Morant's out.
At best.
John Morant's out for the revenge.
Well, so far in that road trip, after that road trip, y'all got them 4-1.
Yep.
But 3-2 will be right with me, as long as you above 500. I mean, you don't want to
4-1.
do more than that. All right, and we come back for a 3-game homestand. First against Philadelphia.
That's an L. First game back from a road trip. That's an L.
Okay, you got one L.
Yeah, I got an L too.
L.
Yeah.
The new look Philadelphia Sixers might add.
Yeah, Maxey, Paul George, Embiid.
Hopefully Embiid can stay healthy. But I hope, but against us, I hope he played like he did for Team USA. That'd be great. Uh, Next game, we got Toronto at home.
Sweep.
Win.
Okay,
Mhm.
and we face Toronto quick.
Yep.
Got them out of here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Last game on the 3-game homestand is against Memphis.
That's a dub.
Win.
That's a dub.
Okay, that's W.
So as a 6-4.
1, 2, 3. First 10 games, y'all got them 8-3. No, first 11 games, I got them 8-3. My bad.
8-3.
I would love to see that in real life. I don't care
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the
I
8
would
wins
too.
come against, but
I was hoping for 7-4.
yep.
So,
All right, we go on a back-to-back road trip. Man, we might have one of the star players sitting out, so take that into your mind. We got the first one against San Antonio.
That's a dub.
That's
Yeah.
a dub.
Dub.
That's a dub.
And the next night,
I'm just gonna get the second one and lost because I think they probably rest.
Yeah, they
gonna
gonna-
lost. I think they'll rest in AD the next night.
they gonna rest somebody. I'm sure they're gonna probably rest AD going back to New Orleans. I don't think they're gonna have him playing New
I
Orleans.
think.
Oh, the second game with New Orleans.
Yeah, against
Nah. I'd say
The
Skinny
The
Zion.
second game is New Orleans. It's still a dub.
Yeah.
But that's still an L. But he might play it.
AD against his former team. I mean,
They'll fall out, but I think they take the L.
Zion might be jumping out the gym now. Never know.
Well, it's on.
So-
He's not gonna slim down. So hopefully, stay away from the porn stars.
Ah,
oh boy.
Hey, man.
gotta do it. So we agree New Orleans is the L?
I'll say L. It's a back-to-back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, second night back to
Mm-hmm.
they'll split.
All right, 3-game homestand. First against Utah.
Dub.
Win.
Okay. Orlando is next.
That's a dub.
Got 1 W for Orlando.
That's definitely
All right.
win.
And the last home game before another back-to-back road trip is against Denver. The new look Denver Nuggets.
I'll say dub.
Okay.
And I
I'll
know
say
you
Because of
yeah,
Westbrook or because
they're
of no
gonna split.
KCP?
They're gonna split that season series. I think that season series is gonna be a split. I think they're gonna split both before
I
games.
think that guy's gonna run for. I think that guy's gonna run for the Denver Nuggets. And
Are you said an L on this one, Jay?
Yeah.
John? Okay. So you
Yeah.
a tiebreaker, Liquor Girl.
Yeah.
It's time to prove all those haters wrong. That's a win.
She gonna say win.
I'm about to say win for everything. You know why I'm about to say win for everything?
I wish
Why?
I had your optimism.
You know why I'm about to say win for everything?
And just don't end up
Why?
with the Warriors.
Because I got ice in my veins, so y'all better start playing with D-Lo this season.
Yes.
I'm look,
All right,
D-Lo gotta show up. It's a contract year. He gotta show up.
Like
Don't
Michael
tell me,
Thompson.
You better-
said.
tell me
you
the
better
regular
make-
season could be good. And by the time you triple in, like,
You better just not be BS and just play. Just do your job.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just do your job. Just do your job.
What's
Don't
your-
don't compare yourself. Don't be out there comparing yourself with Steph Curry. Do your job.
Oh, it's rough. Oh, boy,
That's it.
So how was work? So how was your first? So how was your first?
All right. 2 games on the road. Once against Phoenix.
Huh?
At Phoenix.
At Phoenix. I
What
gave
you say?
him the
1-1
first
against them
one.
already?
I
Was it
gave
1-1?
him the first one. Let me get that on this one.
Hell,
Yeah.
Man, they played
what you got,
Phoenix 3
EQ?
times. You played Phoenix 3 times already?
1,
Yeah. Yeah.
2.
The second night of
So
the
the
season,
Yeah.
they playing like
so the first 2 is what? 1-1?
yeah. I got him.
Yeah.
I got him.
This one, the first 2 is 1-1.
Oh, I got Dub.
Dub, okay. Looks like we trying to get Phoenix out the way. They got Phoenix. We got one more
I
time
mean,
to face
I
them.
split. I was split against Phoenix.
So this is a dub.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And once again, at San Antonio.
That's a dub. Yeah, I got Dub.
Against the
Say
Chris
it again.
Paul
Say it again, Angry.
led San Antonio. At San Antonio.
Oh, that win.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
CP3, but they not. Look, Wemby's gonna ball out.
San
CP3's gonna be so
Antonio's
good
not
for
gonna be that
Wemby,
good.
but that don't mean anything for their record.
Yep, San Antonio's not gonna be that good.
You think he gonna win Defensive Player of the Year this year?
Not with that record, right?
Andy Davis said what?
Do you think Wemby gonna win Defensive Player of the Year?
Andy Davis
This
said
year.
what about Defensive Player of the Year?
Victor.
No,
Anthony
I was
Davis
saying, do you think?
said
I was saying, do you
what?
think Wemby? I said, do you think Wemby gonna
Anthony-
win?
I know what you said. I got Anthony Davis on my phone. He said what? Anthony Davis said I better stop. AD said people better stop disrespecting me in this Defensive Player of the Year conversation.
Oh yeah, true.
No
Yeah,
disrespect to
could be
Wemby. I was real shocked that he got. I was really shocked. I was real shocked that he got more votes, more first place votes than AD. I was really shocked.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I
AD.
was shocked, but
It's gonna be AD's year.
I mean, we know the politics. If AD was a Pelican, they probably would.
finally, he should have had at least 2 by now. They gave one to Giannis, which I think they gave that first one to Giannis the year we
Yeah.
won the bubble. But
That
I'm
was
like, man,
2020. Yep. And then well,
That'll complete AD trophy case if he get it,
I thought he could have won it
He's-
last year.
because he got Rookie of the Year, I believe. He got a gold medal.
no, that was that. Did he get? No, he didn't get Rookie of the Year. 2011,
Oh, okay.
2012, right? No, that was Dame. That was Dame.
Then no, I think he came in like 2011.
No, 2011 was Kyrie.
Okay.
2011 was 2011. It was Kyrie. Then it was AD. Then it was Anthony Bennett.
Ah!
One of these don't sound the same. One of these, there's three of these don't make the same.
80 was 2013. 80 was 2013.
Anthony went first. AD went first in 2012. Because that was the year that was coming up fresh off Kentucky winning the chip. And all the Kentucky dudes win in the first round pretty much.
Yeah, but he won Rookie of the Year in 2013.
Anthony Bennett.
Anthony Bennett, man.
Oh man, wonder what he's doing right now.
Who, AD?
No, Anthony Bennett.
He's probably back in Canada somewhere. Or probably,
No, he's overseas in Europe.
I didn't see him. I didn't see him on the national team, so he's probably playing somewhere
No,
overseas.
he's in Europe. He's in Europe.
He's still playing ball? That's crazy.
Yeah, he's in Europe playing for some team.
Oh, kind of figured.
He didn't even make the Canada national
play over
team.
there.
He didn't even make the Canada national team. So he's overseas.
Nah, there was no way. There was no way. There was 12. Yeah, Canada had 10 pros.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, what's the next one?
All right. This is a crazy ass schedule. We got off that road trip at Phoenix and San Antonio. Then we come home for one game against Oklahoma City.
That I'm gonna go L.
Yeah. Although we did get OKC on MLK Day last year, I think we get them later on in the season though.
I know, but this is
Okay.
It's,
So L.
Although we got,
Uh-huh.
I think we get them on. We get them back later.
Okay. 4-game road trip starting at Utah.
Win.
Yeah, that's a dub.
Okay. Next game at Minnesota.
Oh, that's a L. They don't play
L.
in Minnesota.
EQ said that quick.
Especially when the referee, especially when LeBron.
If you're at the
is behind
Minneapolis
3-point
Lakers,
line.
yeah, they win. If they're the Minneapolis Lakers, yeah, they win. But they're not. So
Man,
Gobert
I don't get that game.
Gobert had like 7 blocks.
That game ticked me off, man.
if they're the
Like,
Minneapolis
they
Lakers, yeah,
game.
they have home court advantage.
Yeah, give the Wolves that dub.
Yeah, I gave us the L. Yeah, I voted on L. At Miami.
Oh man.
Woo!
I'm gonna say dub.
I'm gonna assume the 4th game is at Orlando, right?
No, they got Atlanta after Miami.
Okay, so give the L to Miami and give the W against the Hawks. Hi,
Okay,
Terrell,
so-
what up with it? and here comes my man
Montreal
Terrell.
said Southeast taking
Yeah,
that
my man
dub.
Terrell. My man Terrell angry. He's a Heat fan, so he of course he would chime in right when we talking about Miami.
It's all good.
I said W in
Terrell,
Miami.
shout out to Terrell. He was just on our boy Dale's The Best in the World Wrestling podcast, Angry. So they was talking a bunch of AEW and the WWE stuff about an hour ago. And yeah, Terrell, we gonna be Angry and us and Angry, we gonna talk some wrestling. So my man Terrell's he's the I mean, I know I'm a wrestling aficionado, but Terrell's he's the real deal. He's the real deal.
Okay, I can learn a lot more from y'all too when it comes to other organizations.
Yeah, he can teach.
But I do want to learn. I do want to learn.
Yeah, I know a lot, but his dude's he's an encyclopedia when it comes to wrestling. So you'll see him when we do the watch along for NXT. You come
Okay.
on. We're not gonna watch along for NXT next week. We'll be both here in the architecture going live. So, but yeah, I give us a 2-2 on that road trip.
So y'all voted L on Miami or
No,
W? W.
I say W.
Okay, W for Miami. I heard 2 of y'all say W.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonathan, you said L for Atlanta?
No, W in Atlanta.
W.
W in Atlanta.
What you say for Atlanta, Jonathan?
W in Atlanta. L Miami, W in Atlanta.
All right, with the votes in, that road trip went 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
With the only loss coming to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Stuff.
It is. So far with y'all both, we doing good on these road trips. So I hope it escalates into real life.
Yeah.
We need to do that.
I feel the same way too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they had a 19
I
and
hope the same
22
thing
in a row
too.
last
Speaking
year.
into existence.
Yeah, the 19 and 22 in a row last year.
That's right.
Okay. The last game before the in-season tournament is at home against Portland.
W.
When
W.
Now I'm gonna have to skip this in-season tournament stuff because they don't got no
Yeah.
teams. They just got 25 and 26 highlighted.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go straight to game 27. We have a back-to-back against Sacramento at Sacramento.
Oh.
so both of the games are in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Yeah, for game
Both of the
27 and
games are in
game
Sacramento.
28. Yeah,
Ah.
at Sacramento.
They split.
God,
Yeah, they
right.
split.
I'm wrong, but something tells me 0-2, man. But I hope I'm wrong. I want to get at least one. I want to get them, but I hope
Like
I
you're
want to get
just
them.
saying,
I hope I'm
like you're
wrong,
saying
man.
DeMar DeRozan goes
I
off for 40.
know, look, man. That's what. But I hope.
Nah, yeah, he thinks DeRozan might go off for
Yeah.
40.
Fox just had one of those between Fox and Malik Monk. One of them might have one of those nights
Well,
where
DeRozan's there too.
the
So
net
I
is
mean,
just on. The net is just on fire.
yeah, DeRozan's there too. So
So which one of y'all got the L on? Game 27 or game 28?
27.
All right, so John said 0-2, so I'm gonna put that as the L for 27.
Mm-hmm.
So I already know Jonathan's vote for game 28. He said L. So what do you got, EQ?
W.
Hope I'm wrong.
Are you the tiebreaker? Well, I ain't even got to ask her. She gonna say W.
I love you,
And put W.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sacramento. Sacramento's just, man. Look, man.
I know they're good, but defensively they're not good at all. Man,
That's crazy how we got them twice in a row in
That's true.
Sacramento. That's crazy.
I know.
Well, remember
Defensively,
that
That's
happened
crazy.
last season with San Antonio. So I think that
It
happened
did.
last season with the Spurs. So they're trying to cut down all these mileages traveling. So I can't, it doesn't bother me, but it's still weird. It's still weird to see though.
The crazy part is, and we about to get to it in a second, is we about to end the series of Phoenix and Sacramento before we get to the 41st game.
yep. That's
We ain't gonna see them no time in February going forward. Like none.
no.
Like we're gonna be done with Sacramento and Phoenix early.
Yeah.
All right, so after those
Seems
two
very
games in
beneficial to
Sacramento,
us.
what happened?
Christmas break.
Oh yeah, about to be
Seems
the
very
Christmas
beneficial
games.
to us.
Yeah, it is.
It's about to be the Christmas break.
After the two games in Sacramento, we stay in California. Like we stay in California for a while. Stay in California at home against Detroit.
That's a dope.
Well, no, Christmas is the Warriors. Christmas is the Warriors.
No, but it's Christmas break in general. So we go. Yeah, it's a dub against Detroit, right?
Yes,
What's the
Detroit
game
at home. Detroit
Yeah,
at home.
Detroit.
Okay.
Eventually, Detroit gonna have to, all this misery. Detroit gonna somehow end up with a number one star. I got so many people in Detroit who I do.
I just don't think they could be that good, no matter who's on that team. I just don't think they're that good. Like,
as a person that can't stand Detroit, I don't care if they
I feel bad for
fail or not.
I mean, I don't care if you put Tobias Harris.
I hate
I don't
the
care.
Pistons. I'm always gonna hate the Pistons.
All they're gonna remember is 20 years ago. And
I got friends in. I hate the Pistons. I got family and I got friends who do sports for you in Detroit. So I root for them, but I don't root for Pistons. Pistons can kick rocks.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, they could celebrate for 20 years and never win anything else. So, never.
All right. Christmas game. We're in the Bay Area against LeBron James, Steph Curry, and the Warriors.
That's a dub.
Oh,
LeBron 50 on Curry. I'm saying it right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's definitely.
That was a joke, y'all. That was a joke.
When we was in Golden State on Christmas, I think that was the game when LeBron injured his groin. If I'm not mistaken, that was the last time the Lakers were in the Bay on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think about this one.
I don't think LeBron gets hurt, and I think we get the dub.
Well, I already got 2 W's because I know Lakers girl gonna say W.
Oh, never mind.
I said dub before you said the game because I already looked at the schedule.
Never mind.
That's crazy, y'all.
I was gonna say a bold prediction, but
You said bold prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Bold prediction. Lakers win on Christmas Day. LeBron dropped 50.
No, something that's gonna happen before Christmas. So
Would you?
Y'all want to know something crazy?
What?
I
As
really
far as the regular
so hope
season
you're
games,
right.
not counting the in-season tournaments. We're in California from December 8th until January 3rd.
Yeah.
mhm.
Like we do not leave the state of California at all.
Hmm.
And I think somebody's getting traded before Christmas. So I'll say that. I'm gonna leave
That's
that.
crazy. I ain't seen that in a while.
Wait. Eric, who getting traded before Christmas?
What?
Yeah, we'll get traded before Christmas. Let us know.
Eric, who getting traded
No,
before
no,
Christmas?
no. I'll leave it alone. No, I'll leave it alone.
Eric,
All right. Save it for rush hour.
Yeah.
All right. All right. After Golden State, we're at home against Sacramento. I'm tired of seeing it.
I need to get the W then.
we
Okay.
get the dub. AD going for 50.
I hope so.
Sacramento?
I hope so too.
AD, I'm sorry to tell y'all, for the people who watching on my channel, AD is going to dominate this season. Mark my words, and I'm gonna be in crypto celebrating.
All right.
I really hope he dominates defensively. If he dominates defensively, that's a huge W.
I want him to be
Like I want him to be, I want him to be undoubtedly the defensive player of the year this year. Like I want him to dominate on a defensive end. That'll help us out more than his scoring, in my opinion.
You know who
Like,
else
we
gonna
just-
dominate this season? You know
What?
who else I got? Y'all better watch out for Randall. Y'all better watch out for Randall. Randall back in the gym.
Randall who? Randall?
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't mind Liquor Girl. She had an
That's the reason
organic
why
beard.
Jalen Brunson.
I don't know.
Man,
Don't Jonathan
You know what?
Wilson.
They're gonna be in New York when
Don't
that-
listen angry. Don't listen angry.
I mean, I don't know if this is the same thing.
Man, he's not going to be in New York long enough. He's going.
We don't even know.
There's
we
a
don't even know
reason
if this
why
is the same
Jalen
thing.
Brunson took that very timely contract.
Mhm.
That contract is basically the easier way for them to trade Julius Randle. That's all that was. You're going to get
We don't
Jalen
even
Brunson will make
know.
that up on the back end in the next 3 years. And we won't have to do it.
We don't even know if this team will be it by Christmas.
Mark my word, Julius Randle will not be in the season with the New York Knicks.
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You with me? You with me, right, Q? EQ, you with me, right? He's not going to end the season with the Knicks. I think he'll be gone by the deadline.
No, I think he's gonna be gone before Christmas. I think.
You think he's going to be gone before Christmas? That's him.
Yes.
Okay, I can get with that. But he definitely won't. He definitely won't make it All-Star weekend.
That's when the time that the new contract is signed. That's when they get moved. So we'll see.
Y'all said Bedlow getting moved?
Keep an eye on that now.
No. I said Randall can get moved. So Julius Randle gets moved.
Oh, Julius
Keep an eye on that
Randle.
Valanciunas.
Mhm.
And that's why people need to really keep an eye on what's going on with even though we didn't get Valanciunas and he ended up with Washington. That don't listen to Windhorst and Ramona Shelburne.
That's who might the next one.
That's you think they want Valanciunas.
I think the next one round too.
So you think
I think they do.
you think
Can I make
you think Valanciunas to the Knicks?
Okay, I literally just walked in the door. Not in this moment.
Okay.
Valanciunas could be to the Knicks without
I mean,
I want the Lakers to get him, but there's a possibility he could go to the Knicks, beyond his control, just because it's a business move for the Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
But I want the Lakers to get him.
I don't think he makes it into 2025 in the Wizards jersey.
Yeah, whoever he goes to,
I don't think he makes it into the new year in the jersey.
No.
Because that season, if they start off, that season starts off ugly for them, and you're paying this dude pretty much, and you're just paying
I
this
don't
dude,
think they're gonna pay him the max to be
and you
honest.
can just hit the eject button and start the rebuild now.
No.
Well, I forgot how much.
It seems like Washington-
I think he got like 12 or 13.
He got 13 million
I
for
think he got
Washington.
like 12 or 13 per from him.
Mhm. Mhm.
The court to do the what?
And obviously Washington and the Lakers now got that report from the Rudy trade. So Go and make the
Yeah,
call.
but Rui makes
Answer the call
Rui
after
makes more
December
than
15th.
Rui makes more than Valanciunas though. That's the question.
You think Wizards want Rui back though?
Nah, he's not Rui. I don't think you. It'll have to be an extra team
Yeah, it has to be extra team.
because I think the Wizards want a bunch of picks.
Yeah, because
Wizards are gonna want picks.
Rui makes more than Valanciunas, so it has to be at 13. So
Yeah, but Valanciunas at
Go and
13, Rui's
finish
at
the schedule.
17. So
what?
Yeah, she came out of nowhere. She's at finish the schedule. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Sorry. New Year's Eve, we got Cleveland at home.
That's a win.
That's a dub.
Okay.
yeah, it's definitely the them Cavs dudes is gonna be happy to have New Year's. It's gonna spend New Year's in LA. They're gonna be happy. They're gonna be spending New Year's in LA and not in Cleveland. They ain't thinking about that game. That game is Cancun.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much you want to bet LeBron gonna be partying with him? I guarantee he's gonna be partying.
Not surprised.
Well, depends who's still left. Well, who's still left?
Yeah, he'll be hanging out with
that was
Dawson.
there. I mean, 'cause,
He'll be hanging out with
Ain't it
Dawson.
I think Darius Garland's a clutch guy, so he'll probably pull up.
Yeah.
But I think outside of that, there's nobody really left. Cause I mean,
Outside those two, there's nobody left. Outside those two, there's nobody left.
Where's Tristan at? Where's Tristan Thompson at now? Did he get picked up by anybody?
Last time I checked, he was with Cleveland, but they let him go.
That's the only other person left from LeBron's Hayes is Kevin Love in Miami now. So
he's still there. He's still there. Never mind.
Yeah.
One more year.
Tristan there just collecting a check, so he'll be partying with Bron. He'll be partying with Bron
He's
for
got
sure.
one more year.
All right, next game at home against Portland.
That's a win.
Happy New Year, win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a win.
Next game at home against Atlanta.
Win.
That's a win.
Win.
Win. Well.
Now we're going on the Texas two-step.
Yes or no?
What happened?
Y'all think Trae Young season with the Hawks?
Finish the season with the Hawks?
I think he does.
I think he does because what's her name is going now.
Yeah.
You think he finished
DeJounte
the season as a Hawk?
If DeJounte Murray was still there, I wouldn't think so. But since DeJounte Murray is gone, I think he would.
I think he's still there for another year.
He's still there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like this though, John. I'm not. I think he does, but it wouldn't shock me if he don't, because he's been in a lot of trade rooms.
He has.
Okay. I'm kind of with you. I think I can see it now that I give him to the trade deadline. I give him to the trade deadline now that they traded DeJounte Murray. I think they're gonna at least you gotta give the fans something.
Hey, he could be traded before Christmas. He could be traded before Christmas time.
But it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get
He
ugly.
could be traded before Christmas.
I mean,
He could be traded before Christmas to get his wish.
He probably. I know they want to be here, but I don't know. But Atlanta want Austin Reeves. I mean, personally, I would trade Austin Reeves if I can get Trae Young. But a lot of people don't like Trae Young because
But now it gets interesting if Alex want to pull it.
Do y'all think? Do y'all think Rob Pelinka be falling in love with these players or Jeannie bust? So we went through a lot. We went through the same thing with THT.
Jeannie.
Didn't want to trade him.
It's Jeannie.
Just like overvaluing these players, man.
Yeah,
it's Rob.
You think
it's Jeannie? I said it was Rob.
Nah, Jeannie got fan favorites too.
Yeah, Jeannie does.
I knew she loved Kuzma.
like the big names, that's definitely Jeannie. But guys like
but when it comes to Austin Reeves, when it comes to Austin Reeves,
I think that's Rob. I think that's more Rob. Because
Austin Reeves, I think it's more about Jeannie.
You think Austin Reeves is more about Jeannie?
Mm-hmm. I think it's more about Jeannie.
Okay.
I mean, it's the ownership that has the last vote. It's not like
whoever it is, they overvalue them.
Yeah.
Whoever it is.
Well,
So I'm
I
gonna
was
check a lot
listening to
of
Mason Allen today on my way to pick up my daughter from school, and they brought up a point. Think about it. The Lakers have obviously the only move we try to do is try to get rid of D'Lo.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, with Torrey Prince being gone, there's really no major moves.
no.
The only major move we made was firing Darvin and hiring JJ. So the question is, do they? I think they really believe. Whatever. I think they truly believe with this roster that if the coach and my man Trail was the one, and my man Trail said this.
It's funny
If they
how
believe, if they just check the coach, this roster can probably win 50 games. If JJ can win 50 games with Chris Darvingham, that is not a good look for his future as a head coach.
yeah, but the thing is that you went from
Salute the
interviewing. Yeah, but the question is, you end up interviewing a college coach before JJ, so that's kind of a
See, I don't think.
I mean, he did have more experience though. Pause.
I don't think Dan Hurley wanted to leave UConn. I don't think he wanted to leave UConn.
Is it based on the leverage play? Right.
Yeah, because I think personally,
Leverage.
it was leverage, and I think personally, if the Knicks job came available tomorrow, he's taking it. I just think he want to be on the East Coast.
Yeah, I think Hurley would have took the Knicks job and fired Thibodeau. That's why.
Exactly. Where do UConn play? Where do UConn play a lot of their games at?
Yeah, Connecticut. Madison Square Garden.
And where do they play the Big East tournament? And where do they host the Big East tournament?
Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
Exactly. I think if the Knicks job came available, Q, he'd take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he would.
I know that this gave Thibodeau that extension, so it might not come available. But I think if it ever came available, he's Audi 5,000.
Yeah, easy going to New York.
Yeah, that's a good take. I think that's the thing too. He want to stay on the East Coast.
Yep.
He didn't want to move his family all the way over here.
No.
All right, let's move on. Got a Texas two-step. First at Houston.
Mm-hmm.
That's an L. That's an L. Yeah, that's an L. Yeah.
At Houston,
Okay.
I'm gonna say dub. I'm gonna give it a dub. Shout out to H-Town. I'm gonna give him a dub though. I'm giving Lakers a dub though.
All right, we'll make that dub. I already know what the other answer would be.
Yeah.
Okay. First matchup is at the new look Dallas Mavericks.
That's an L.
Yeah. I was talking about that on the radio today.
Yeah.
I think Clay's gonna go nuclear.
I think Kyrie gonna go off too.
I mean, they all better show up. They the Western Conference champions.
Hey,
They gotta
that
play like
backcourt looks good though. Backcourt looks good though. Kyrie and Thompson.
all right, we about to be on the. What happened?
I said Kyrie and Thompson looks good in the backcourt though. Kyrie and Clay in the backcourt.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting lineup. I don't know where the defense gonna come from. You know, as far as the perimeter
You're
goes.
not playing as long as you're not playing two small guards in the back.
Yeah. All right, 5-game homestand to end the first half of the first half. At home, we got Charlotte.
That's a win. Yeah, that's a win.
Possible homecoming for LaMelo Ball. Okay, I heard Doug.
Yeah.
I think LaMelo might get traded too. To be honest, he's another one.
You think so?
Him and Trae Young is a possibility.
That'd be crazy if that happened.
Man.
All right, we got back-to-back against San Antonio. Not like back-to-back days, but back-to-back games against San Antonio.
Yeah, they're both W's.
W.
I'm gonna say W on both.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, we swept the Spurs this year.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Victor.
All right.
Not good enough.
Game number 40, we got at home against the Heat.
That's the one.
Shout out to Montreal, Houston.
Yeah, they split.
Yeah, win. Let's split with the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Trill. Let's split. We all split.
Yep.
Okay, I want y'all to think about this next matchup. Just think about it. Think about it before you give me an answer. Against Brooklyn.
Come on, you serious? That's a W. What?
That's a W.
Dub.
Yeah.
Brooklyn's the worst team in basketball. You serious? That's a dub. That's a dub.
Man, we ain't losing-
No, I don't want y'all to say W too fast without
We
thinking
losing
about
the
it.
Clippers. Come on, we ain't losing the Clippers East, dog.
They could be losing just as bad as the Clippers.
Speaking of Clippers,
Man,
next game is at the
Brooklyn
Clippers.
I think
Is
they're
that
gonna
our
break
first time at the
Clippers.
Intuit Dome?
I think.
Yep,
they're
our
gonna
first
break
time is
Is that
January
the first game
19th.
at the Intuit Dome?
I think.
Yep, January 19th. That's also our first game against the Clippers.
Oh, for sure. We christening that piece.
Yep.
Yeah, first game at the Intuit Dome. Oh, Lakers winning that. Get out here, that stupid wall.
Yeah, that used to be where the Lakers play. No.
That's our own stomping ground, yeah. City of Champions.
Dub.
At home against Washington.
Dub. Yeah, Washington win.
The
All right, primetime game at home against our arch rivals, the Boston Celtics, the defending
I don't care
NBA
what the
champions.
schedule is.
I think they split
Win. I
against.
don't care. I don't
think
care if it's LA or Boston.
They split.
No.
They split.
Damn it, Boston. Win. That's Boston.
They split. They split against them.
No, Boston. No, F Boston. Win. That hatred is real.
I'm saying they split.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
I
All
can't either, but they split.
right, 6-game road trip, y'all. We got at Golden State,
Dub.
Dub.
we got at Charlotte,
Dub.
Dub.
Yeah,
at Philadelphia.
This must be the Grammy trip.
that's the L.
Loss.
Yeah, sound like it.
Yeah. They split against them though.
At Washington,
That's a win.
Dub.
Dub.
at the Knicks,
That's a win. That's a win.
At the Garden? Dub.
Yeah, at the Garden,
they win. ABC.
Brian love to play the Garden. No, Brian love to
At the Garden they win. At the Garden they win.
all right, we got 1 W.
Brian's first game, probably one of Brian's final games of the Garden. You gotta
he's gonna win.
get the dub here.
Yep. That's a win.
Yeah, I think he gets 60.
No, I think he gets 50. I don't think.
Don't try LeBron this season. He gonna score 60 points.
Oh man, here we go. I'm telling you.
All right, we come all the way from New York to at the Clippers.
Dub.
That's yeah, that's a win.
Okay.
Not the same. Clippers.
So on that Grammy road trip, you guys said we went 5-1.
Yep.
So far, we're doing good on the road, according to y'all.
Well, it depends on where the home games are at.
Right?
Look, as long as we get 47 wins, look, I know our records
I
are
think they lost.
be
It should be more
be
important.
negative than what's it. But we get to 47 wins. I didn't get to 47 wins. We good.
They might get more than 47 the way the schedule looks like.
47 sounds
I can
manageable.
see it. 50 would be nice.
Mhm.
I think they could peak at 50.
Oh, I did.
Okay. We got a 3-game homestand, starting with Golden State.
All right.
That's a win. That's a win.
Indiana,
Yeah.
That's a win.
That's a dub.
and
Yeah.
Utah.
That's a win.
That's a dub.
So that is
All the bad defensive teams, man.
Okay, 3-game road trip at Utah.
That's a dub.
I'm saying that's a loss, man. You tell me they gonna one of these games they just gonna take the foot off the
I mean,
gas.
that's not the
So
same.
I'm
That's
gonna
not
let
the
it be
same Utah team in the '90s, though.
Salute to JSJ.
We kind of be letting our feet off the gas when we go to places like Utah and Denver and all them places.
Yeah, but Utah stinks. That's a dub.
We might lose the game against Charlotte.
When it's bound to happen.
All right, so we got a dub.
I think they'll get it.
Oh boy. Fine.
We got a dub. Okay.
What's next?
At Portland.
That's a dub.
That's
Okay.
a dub.
At Denver.
That's a L. That's a L.
Oh,
They don't play well there. That's a L. Like,
I'm gonna say dub. We gotta win one of them things here, man.
they don't play well there, though. They lost every single home game against them
Man,
for the last 2 years.
You're making all.
Hey, I'm with you, man.
Bro. We gotta end this. We gotta end this third somehow, man. Not now.
12 of the last
Now or
13
never,
games over there. Come on, man.
I know. We gotta end somehow. Q. We gotta somehow we gotta break the curse, man.
I mean,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I mean, if Russell Westbrook goes nuclear. I mean,
Oh yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, we've seen that movie before.
yeah, but we don't.
All right, y'all. We got a 6-game homestand, y'all. First against Dallas.
That's a win.
Man,
Minnesota.
I'm gonna say it's an L.
That's a L.
That's a
Okay.
win.
Okay.
L, got it.
Stop.
2 back-to-back games versus the Clippers.
You're hurting mommy. Hey,
That crypto?
One's at crypto.
come
So
on,
one's at crypto. One's at the Intuit Dome.
Yeah, that's
I
1
say
and
we
1.
lose the road game and win the home game.
1 and 1.
Okay, so W for both. New Orleans.
That's a win.
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 Then the Knicks come to town.
That's a win.
That's a win.
Another win. You say that, and Spike Lee just popped up on my TV at the DNP.
Hey, he's listening. All right, 4-game road trip starting with Boston.
Win. I don't care.
Win.
Go ahead. Go ahead and put it there.
Brooklyn.
That's a win.
Win.
Oh, yeah.
Milwaukee.
That's a L.
Oh.
No. Win.
Loss. Even though
Yeah,
I
that's
think AD, even though I think AD and Giannis gonna go ham.
No, I think Giannis and Dame go off, man. That's a L.
I think, and I think Darvin Ham's gonna want to give one. Darvin Ham gonna.
Darvin Ham
Ham's
too.
gonna
Yeah,
back
exactly.
in
That's an L.
He's back in Milwaukee now. He gonna want some get back. So I give Milwaukee that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's comfortable now. He's comfortable.
Yeah.
Right.
Back at Denver.
Oh man, here we go.
Look, I said it.
And that's back to back. That's literally back to back. Milwaukee and Denver.
I think they'll split. I think they'll split in Denver this year.
I think
Okay.
they lose to Milwaukee and they beat them. I'll give you a 1. Give you a 1.
All right, so both of y'all got W on Denver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. 4-game homestand. First with Phoenix.
That's a win.
That's a win.
Milwaukee.
That's a win.
That's a win.
That's a win. They'll lose in Milwaukee.
Denver.
They'll win at the crib.
That's a win.
Oh man.
In Denver?
No, at crypto.
No, it's
No,
not
in
win.
LA.
That's a win. They're winning at home, but they're losing in Denver.
Hate to say that.
Last game at
the loss.
Okay.
I hate to say it. Some tells me Because I know we can probably play Denver one more time, so I think we'll get one of them.
Last game in our whole stand could be Alonzo Ball homecoming against Chicago.
That's a win.
When
Chicago.
I'm happy. I'll be happy. I'm happy for Lonzo though. If he's back healthy, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him.
Yeah,
If Lonzo's back healthy, I'm happy for him.
Lonzo Ball goes to Orlando. Watch out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be tough. He go over there.
If he's back healthy, I'm.
If he's back
Lonzo,
healthy,
back healthy.
Orlando, yeah, they're gonna be a tough out.
All right. Speaking of 4-game road trip at Orlando.
When
They've been playing terrible over there the last few years, and fine, I'll give them a W.
W.
At Indiana.
W.
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 Okay. At Chicago.
That's a win.
Yeah, AD comes back to the crib. It's a win.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And to finish it off, on that road trip at Memphis.
That's.
I think they get Memphis this game.
That's a L.
That's a win.
The Beal Street gonna be talking about the Lakers winning.
Yeah, that's a L. Yeah.
All right, 3-game homestand against Houston.
That's a win.
Win.
That's a win.
Golden State.
Win.
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 New Orleans.
That's a win.
That's a win.
All right. 3-game road trip. The first 2 is at Oklahoma City.
They split.
1-1. 1-1. 1-1.
1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, which one? All right, I'll just put L for the first one.
The first one they lose, the second one they win.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you said.
At Dallas.
Oh shoot, that's
Damn. I think they lose.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, that's L2. That's an
I think they
L2.
lose. I think they lose.
L. Come back home against Houston.
That's a win.
Mm-hmm. That worked.
And last game at Portland.
That's a win.
Win.
All right, let me count them up.
51.
I got to take 2 of these games off because they got it as in-season tournament games.
Yeah, 51.
So basically, it'd be counted as 79 or 80, I should say. Let me see.
We'll do what, 51?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Is it over? 50.
Damn. Yeah, I got the Lakers winning 67 games.
Wait a minute, 67? Wait.
According to the 80-game thing, y'all voted is 67 wins and 13 losses.
They haven't won 67 since.
Take off 20.
Wow.
I'm a minus 17 to get 50. I'm the realistically minus 17. I think they get the 50.
Yeah,
think
never
they got
won
50.
60 games. 09. That's a long time.
I'm gonna be realistic. I'll shoot for between 50 and 52.
I'm gonna go 50. I think they go
I'm going
50.
50. Yeah, I'm going 50.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're gonna take the in-season tournament serious this year. They won that last year. Look, I don't think they're gonna take it too serious as
And
they did
not
last year.
just that, I just think they're gonna be gassed by. I just think they're gonna be gassed before the second half. I mean, that's why.
Right.
I think they're gonna struggle in the first half and then turn on in the second half. And then, 'cause
All right, I think with this coaching staff and possibly with this squad making a retooling,
yeah, they made for the second half. In the first half.
I got us going 52 and 30.
Like I said, Right, I'm with you.
52.
I'm 50. I'm gonna say I think we're on agreement. And then they'll get at least there's at least 3 to 5 more wins from last year on the schedule.
They'll be at
3 to 5 more wins that they can get. But I said, like Ireland was saying today,
unless
if
they make
JJ gets them to 50 wins, that says a lot.
and who knows, they make a trade before
If
the
JJ
new year.
gets them to 50 wins, that's gonna say a lot about Darvin, and that could be a red flag for his future.
I mean, they might end up making a trade before the new year.
So let's just say we do get 50 wins, 52 wins. Do JJ Redick get tossed for Coach of the Year?
It'll be top 3. Yeah, it'll be top 3. Yeah, he'll be top 3.
I think they'll crack 52 wins.
Yeah, he'll be top 3 for Coach of the Year. He'll make the top 3.
All right. I've been told that we about to wrap it up.
Okay.
We about to wrap it up.
A few announcements before I end the show. Saturday, 5 p.m. Me and honorary co-host FYM will be doing the Kobe show. And Tuesday, 5 p.m. I will be having MT on, and it will be a live interview. And I believe during Lakers season, I will be having John Ireland come back, Steve Mace, Greg Berman, and I know Laura is going to make an appearance on my show.
I got you a quick question, Jonathan, before you make your shout outs. Are you doing a watch along for Basher Berlin, whatever that's called? I know it's 9:30 in the morning.
Right now, I'm gonna say no because I got a schedule to do that day. We're doing one the next day for NXT No Mercy though. So
okay.
So we're not right now. It's probably not set. I know someone who might be doing one. Our boy Dale from the Best in the World podcast and Sports Talk with Beer and BS Media. We collab with him on when we did SummerSlam. He's probably gonna host. Him and Trail might host one. But me and Trail, the Sports for You is gonna do one September 1st for NXT No Mercy, and then we're gonna do one also for Bad Blood. That's actually Trail's birthday, so we're gonna celebrate Trail's birthday watching Bad Blood. So, but the next WWE watch along is next Sunday, September 1st for NXT No Mercy.
Gotcha.
Which is in Denver, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, as Trail said.
My Trail said he's not doing Basher Berlin.
We're not doing Basher Berlin. We will be on live for NXT No Mercy.
Okay. Cool.
We'll recap it though, because I know some people who's doing recap shows. We might be on a recap show before that. I'm just gonna get to finalize the details, but that's what's going on. And by the way, Michael Thompson, huge wrestling fan. You can ask him about. He's a huge wrestling fan. You can ask him about that. He's got some opinions on certain things wrestling wise. That might be a little off the wall, but Michael Thompson is gonna be he's gonna give y'all a great interview.
Michael Thompson already told me. Michael Thompson already told me in the email today. He want to talk the '80s Lakers. So we're talking '80s Lakers. He said he want to take it back. He want to talk Clay too. I told him that. I told him that's fine.
That's cool.
Thanks for telling me that. I'm gonna bring up wrestling.
If you bring up, obviously they had. I don't know if you remember during when they used to do the third chair. He had Ric Flair in the third chair. He had Ric Flair in the third chair with him in Ireland during the quarters of the Laker game.
Yeah.
So obviously, Michael Thompson went to Minnesota. Ric Flair's from Minnesota. I don't know. He's in Charlotte or Georgia, wherever he is at now. But he grew up in Minnesota, and obviously Michael Thompson played in Minnesota. So, but I can't wait. I'll be watching. I'll definitely be watching y'all Michael Thompson interview. Yep, yeah, that's Tuesday.
Like I said, Michael Thompson will be Tuesday at 5, and he was saying there's nothing off topic during the Lakers, talking Lakers.
I definitely will be watching because we're getting ready. We'll be just getting ready for our show that day, and obviously we're doing that's gonna be we're gonna continue our 2-a-day series.
Yeah, because I know, Brother John.
I'll definitely be watching it.
Yeah, because like I said, I know in September, Laura said she wanted to come on here, and then I know
When?
I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna see her. I'm gonna see her in a couple of weeks.
And then I know during Lakers season, I'm gonna be. Then I know for Lakers season, I'm gonna be going live on here. I know John Ireland said he want to come back, and Greg Bergman and Steve Mason.
Yeah, make sure you get all three of them. I'm definitely gonna have them. I'm definitely gonna talk to them as well. But yeah, I'm gonna see Laura in a couple. I'm gonna see him a couple of weeks at the next 710 remote at a Black Gold golf course in York, Orange County in York, Melinda. I'm gonna go out there that Friday night for the 19th hole party.
And for the listeners that's watching, if you guys have any questions that you guys want MT to answer, please, if you guys follow Angry, please get your questions to Angry or me, please.
Yes, you can do that. But if you want to ask questions during the show, just send a cash app to the host. Or you can't get super chat yet, but a cash app to the host. If you want if you want our conversation interrupted with your question, cash app.
Cash app. And before you guys go, if you guys can, before you guys go, if you guys can y'all please follow my co-host Angry Lakers Fan Media. Can you guys please follow my brother DJ Lakers at 5? And you guys please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Brother Jonathan Watson, tell them where they can follow you at, please.
Yes. John Watson at John Watson 0984 X Instagram. Sports for You podcast. Look for us on YouTube. That's sports, the number 4, the letter U on all social media, YouTube, Facebook, X, and Twitter at Sports for You podcast. We go live every Tuesday and Fridays, 6:30 Pacific time. You're on the West Coast, 9:30 Eastern time, 8:30 Central time. We go live every Tuesday and Friday. Myself and my brothers, Mark, Nick Freeze. We're live every Tuesday and Friday. If you need some merch, we got some new merch in here. I see here, got the new Sports for You hoodies right here. You can see that's the Sports for You logo right here. That's what if you're never trying to find where the feed Sports for You, look for that logo right there. That's where you can find us. And if you like some merch, we got t-shirts, hoodies. You can DM me at podcast on X and Instagram, and I'll let you know what sizes are available, the colors, the pricing, and any shipping information if need be. But thank y'all again, Laker Girl, my man Angry. Thank you again. Shout out to Q. Shout out to man in the chat. Shout out to Saw Bella in the chat. And everyone who's here watching. This was a fun night as usual. And I'll see y'all again real soon. And before I go, as we're approaching midnight on the East Coast, I want to say right now, happy 46th birthday to one Kobe Bean Bryant. Mamba, we miss you.
And on that note, again, before I go, 5 p.m. on my channel, I will be doing a special Kobe special, and it will be an open panel. Whoever wants to come up and talk Kobe memories. And until then, everybody, I appreciate everybody for coming through. If you guys are new, you guys will be seeing me and Angry going live during Lakers season. And y'all, like I said, you guys support my co-host. He has the channel.
Yes.
So he has the channel. Coming on with us talking some wrestling.
Oh yeah, we definitely will get together and talk some wrestling, bro. We definitely got to do that. I can learn from you and Montreal as far as other organizations go.
Oh, definitely. We got you. We definitely. But again, and also another thing before I go, as we're on the wrestling front, September. If you're a wrestling fan, Mark your calendar, September 1st, 3 p.m. Sports for You, WWE Watch Along for NXT, No Mercy, me, my man Trail. Some other special guests are going to join us. We're going to preview NXT No Mercy. We'll recap Bash in Berlin from the previous day and give predictions for the NXT No Mercy card. And look ahead to and just watch the entire premium live event together. So if you're free that day, we'll be doing it on YouTube. If you're a wrestling fan, just tap in. Tap in with us. Follow us. Myself, my man Montreal, and Money_Ice on Twitter and on Instagram. And we'll talk wrestling, we talk sports. And then follow my other co-host, Mark, at HighOnMark1, HighOnMark on Instagram. Breeze 99 Gorilla. And follow the No Rules podcast as well.
Yes, sir.
And you guys can follow me on Twitter, Portuguese37. I'm also on TikTok, Portuguese36. I'm on Instagram, Laker Girl 37. Angry, you can go ahead and give them your social medias if you want the followers to keep in contact with you.
Yeah, y'all can just follow me on YouTube. Anything that's not wrestling related, you can follow me on Angry Lakers Fan Media. Anything wrestling related, just look for me at My Wrestling Opinion Matters. Both of those channels I'll be working on. I'm gonna start actually doing more wrestling content, especially while there's no Lakers stuff going on. So y'all look out for me.
As I always say, this is your girl, Laker Girl. I'm a ride or die Lakers fan until the end. I appreciate you, brother Jonathan Watson, for coming through, as always, and supporting. And Angry, my co-host, you already know I appreciate you for coming through, holding it down. This is your
No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop playing. No, you don't.
This your girl, Laker Girl. I'm out. I'm a ride or die Lakers fan until the wheels fall off.